No, you don't see any.
10-year-old Aiden Avalos is one of 40 or so students huddled in a circle on a cloudy day on a pier in La Jolla. He's peering over shoulders to get a glimpse of the plankton caught by researchers. Aiden says he's wanted to be a veterinarian all his life, but he's never been interested in the animals that live in the ocean. That changed when he saw his first tide pool.
I wanted to be a veterinarian, and not like too exotic animals, or just maybe like household animals, dogs, cats, birds, stuff like that.
Aiden is a 5th grader at the STEAM Academy in Spring Valley. He lives less than 15 miles from the shore and comes to the beach about once a year with his family. But today, he and the other students touring the Scripps Institution of Oceanography are seeing the ocean through new eyes.
What'd you see in there?
Small. It's really just dirty water.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I see little animals.
Like little tiny microscopic.
Where do you think those come from?
The ocean and like germs by growing.
The students spend the day with researchers catching plankton, examining tide pools, and looking through microscopes. By the end of the day, Aiden's head is full of questions.
I'm curious about how some animals live and how they grow, and when they grow, and like what environment they're in. It's like really interesting.
Students all over San Diego County are able to have this experience thanks to the League of Extraordinary Scientists and Engineers. The nonprofit connects students from low-income schools to scientists around the county. The League's CEO and founder, Gene Wong, says studying the ocean shouldn't be just for the privileged.
2 out of 3 breaths of oxygen come from plants in the ocean. And these kids in San Diego County should be at the ocean. And when you hear so often that these kids have never even been to the beach, and they live in San Diego County, you know, we've all complained about it. We've all heard these stories. And so our organization, League of Extraordinary Scientists with J. Craig Venture Institute and Scripps Institute of Oceanography, wanted to address that directly and just bus the kids here.
The League reimburses school districts for the cost of busing students to the beach.
So in San Diego Unified, for instance, a bus would be like $280 to get 54 kids to the beach. But if you're getting them from, say, Poway, or you're getting them from somewhere else, right, Chula Vista, whatever, the buses can be anywhere from $600 to $1,000 per bus. That price tag in itself is screaming inequity.
And what I'm gonna have you guys do is gonna go ahead and write.
John Urin is Aiden's teacher at the STEAM Academy in Spring Valley. He says the class trip to Scripps gave life to his lesson about ecosystems.
I think they were able to have a concrete connection with a lot of the items that we study, being out touching the animals, being out on the pier, watching the scientists bring up their work, like bringing up the plankton. That was something that we weren't able to really deliver here at school.
Urin says before the league, his class field trips were limited to about a 10-mile radius. Gene Wong hopes that physically bringing students to the shore is the first step in making the field of oceanography more accessible to students from historically disadvantaged communities.
Having different visions on science, and especially oceanography, the biggest thing on our planet, right? We need more people from different backgrounds to see that, to study that, and to share that information with each other.
Aiden says he might consider oceanography as a career. He plans to do more research at school, but now he knows that learning about it in the classroom just isn't enough.
I read about the ocean and like fish and plankton. Coming out here makes you think it's like a whole different thing. Stories tell you one thing, this tells you another. It's really cool.
Joe Hong, KPBS News.
I see some stuff.
There's worry